Adin Ross sucks. He is the biggest sellout in streaming history. He scams his audience and promotes gambling. In fact, he along with Drake are being sued for promoting gambling right now. Isn't it weird how so many influencers are promoting gambling? At first I thought it was just a streamer thing, but I even seen it in some short form content. I was always against people promoting gambling because it has a negative impact on people who get addicted to it. I also don't gamble because I know it's risky, but I'm not as gullible as everyone else is. They'll easily get sucked into it and will have a hard time trying to get out of it. But Adin is the type of streamer that would take any brand deal, no matter what it is. Then they'll cut him off the moment he becomes a brand risk, which is what has been happening for the past 3 years. It all started with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was known to have misogynistic takes and also talked a lot about religion. Even though he's an actual sex trafficker, Adin collaborated with him because he had the ability to, and for more views, because this was around the time when Andrew Tate was at his peak. Nowadays you don't hear much about him because he lost a lot of support over the years. But then Adin became friends with Nico and eventually met Nick Fuentes. I remember he got a lot of shit for that Discord call because 1. It's literally Nick Fuentes. 2. He didn't really challenge him on his beliefs, and 3. Adin Ross is very gullible. Initially I thought this was just a one-time oopsie daisies, but it turns out he would go on to platform and praise him several times in his streams, showing that he didn't really learn anything from the incident.
Another black thug that hates whites, ingrate. They should ship his ass to Africa.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Take your Hennessy.
Yeah.
And your Cavassier.
Everything Nick is saying right now is facts. And if you have a problem, don't get out of my stream.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how many people are gonna me after saying this, but I think Nick Fuentes is very funny, and I like a lot of the shit that he says. I just gotta with you. You understand? Like,
Love
there's something
it.
about it.
Hell yeah,
There's just something about it, bro. There's something about it.
The GOAT, dude. The GOAT.
He also did an entire live stream with Donald Trump. This was when Trump was using a lot of influencers to promote his campaign, and it helped him win the 2024 election. He's also associated with Drake and defends him all the time. I wouldn't say he's the biggest glazer. That spot would go to DJ Academics, who he is also friends with. DJ Academics is an interesting fella. Might make a separate video on him later. But anyway, most recently he started hanging around 6ix9ine, who got arrested for performing a sex act on a 13-year-old girl. Yeah, that actually happened. I remember it when it happened, which is why I didn't sympathize with him when he was in prison. Students in my school were unironically saying free 6ix9ine, and it wasn't because they thought he was innocent, but because they like his music. He's back in prison for another 3 months. They, along with another kick streamer named Cuffham, did a diss track against Doechii. Because apparently Doechii dissed Adin, but judging by the lyrics, she doesn't mention his name once. The line was kinda funny though, and even funnier because Adin was so offended by it. Reminds me of the time when Kendrick apparently dissed Andrew Schulz without even mentioning him, and he just had to let the entire world know that Kendrick was talking about him. I guarantee you, if he didn't say anything, nobody would have known. But back to Adin Ross. He showed more anger there than he did when he got scammed by Playboy Carti in front of a live audience. But Adin also claims that she was an industry plant, which is a term that is constantly used to describe someone who blew up out of nowhere. I don't think that's the case with Doechii. She has her own YouTube channel where she posted videos and songs. So why does Adin Ross claim that she's an industry plant? Well, it's simple. He just doesn't like her and is just saying shit. But because of his anger, he's been getting a lot of negative attention. He's being called a racist and a misogynist. He's being threatened by Joe Budden and Glasses Malone.
Eventually, you just a white man talking shit about this.
What did I say? Ding, 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 ding. And you're a black man worrying about a white man talking about Doechii for being an industry plant. You won't admit it, you're a simp. You're fat as fuck. She's not gonna fuck you, fat fuck. I don't know what to tell you. This falling out podcast of you. Look at these two fucking old heads. Can you guys go take care of your fucking kids? Please, guys, it's actually getting embarrassing. Why are you wearing sunglasses in the fucking house? You're that fucking ugly. Go take care of your children. Go feed them, bro. Holy fuck. Please. It's just like, at this point, it comes to a point. You guys have children. I know you do. You probably have multiple baby mamas. I'm not stupid. Go take care of your fucking kids. Please. For God's sake. It's just embarrassing, dude.
Adin seems like the kinda kid who peaked in high school and never grew up since then. He's 25 years old, but he acts like he's still a 14-year-old edgelord. As a grown man, you shouldn't be acting like this. Just because you have money and fame does not mean you can get away with anything. And in this case many people were not cool with Adin to sing Doechii the way he did. I'm not a major fan of Doechii simply because I haven't listened to much of her songs, but I do remember that god-awful anxiety song, but that's about it. But I do agree that a lot of the things he said were uncalled for. But I think another big part of why he doesn't like Doechii is because she's part of Top Dog Entertainment, which also had Kendrick Lamar, and he hates Kendrick all because of the Drake beef, and he already hated her before being dissed, so it makes sense. So basically, Adin Ross associates with terrible people and is a terrible person himself. He has no real friends. They only hang around him for money and clout. He also picks his nose.